What's going on, everybody? I am Jake, aka Bomber, and I already know this video is gonna get me a lot of heat, a lot of downvotes on this one. But you know what? I hate to say it, dude. It needs to be said, and I told myself I wasn't really gonna comment anymore on social media about this, so I'm not. I'm just gonna post this video, and this is the end of it because bottom line. This is the bottom line right off the bat for this video is the Wrestling Observer end of year awards are a complete and utter waste of time and a joke. Okay. And I know a lot of you in the AEW realm, the AEW fans out there, the hardcore crew, I know you're not going to like hearing that because obviously you're catered to by the Wrestling Observer newsletter. And I'm also going to take away your argument that I'm an AEW hater and I'm a WWE mark or stan or whatever you want to call it. I thoroughly enjoy AEW. I prefer AEW Dynamite over NXT on Wednesday nights. I watch AEW instead. So I'm going to take that argument right off the table right there because I know comments are going to be, oh, well, you just hate AEW. So that's not the case. I am a very down the middle fan. I like both. I like a lot of things outside. I'm wearing a CZW shirt right now, or a hoodie right now. That shows you just how crazy my spectrum goes on what I do like. Okay. I like GCW. I like Impact. I like a lot of things, but that's not what this video is about. That's just me telling you that you're wrong with that argument that I don't like AEW. So let's get into it. Okay. The AEW, sorry, it might as well call it that. The Wrestling Observer 2020 awards came out, and guess what? Right here, I'm on, if you want to know, I'm on Wrestling Inc. just to kind of show you some of the winners here. AEW dominates 2020 Wrestling Observer Awards. AEW wins most disgusting promotional tactic. And guess what? Spoiler, that's not the only negative award WWE won. I'm not going to read everything in here, but there's a lot of stuff that people can easily point out, and it's that WWE dominated all of the negative award-winning categories. Surprise. And they weren't even featured in the top 5 of a lot of just positive categories. So it's all extremely biased, and I know there's a lot to be said about, you can just not pay attention to it, just ignore it, and trust me, this is the last time I'm going to pay any attention. I might, meme on some of the awards next year when they're all BS, but this is the last time I get mad over awards because me personally, I like awards. I am a person that is very driven on achievements. I'm big in title history. I'm big in, end of year awards. I'm really big into showcasing what somebody has accomplished over a period of time, whether it's a title or end of year award, stuff like that. I am really big on that kind of stuff. So this kind of stuff is, believe it or not, end of year awards and stuff is important to me, which is, it's a real shame that we don't have anything out there. We don't have anything really that gives us a fair and unbiased award show or award ceremony or whatever you want to call it. We just don't have that right now, which is sad. Obviously John Moxley wins Wrestler of the Year. So I also found this. Meltzer says what, which I do follow, by the way. It's definitely a follow now, especially with this. He basically I'm following this because he shows basically the rundown of all of the awards here. We're going to go over a couple of them really quick. Like Best Booker. Okay. Obviously Tony Khan won Best Booker. AEW won everything. AEW won everything positive. WWE won everything negative. That's the point here. And I'm not getting here. I'm not hating on Tony Khan. I like Tony Khan. I have nothing against Tony Khan at all. I have nothing against AEW at all. This is more about the award show or the awards that we just don't have that are just unbiased. We don't have that. So that's really what this video is about. It's not against AEW. It's not against Tony Khan. It's not against the people that won these awards. It's about the BS bias voting, which I really never knew. I've always paid attention to the awards. I've always looked at all PWI awards. I've always looked at the Wrestling Observer awards as far as the stars too on the matches. I've always been into that because it's an achievement. I've always held that, you know, to call it what you will, prestige. That all changes now. But I had to look up, how do you even vote for these? Because I honestly, I don't even know. I don't know how this was done. So I just did a simple Google and people are asking how it's done. He'll announce in an upcoming newsletter when all the categories. You'll email your ballot to there. To add to this, you must provide a receipt of that month's payment. It is open to paying subscribers only. I guess that's true. I have no idea. That's what these guys are saying. So either way, the way you submit your vote is you have to be a subscriber on the Wrestling Observer newsletter. So you have to give the $10 a month or whatever it is a month in order to vote on these actual awards. Now, that's fine. It's their website. That's how they do it. But the problem is people, the overall wrestling community, look at these awards, did at least for the most part, have looked at these awards and tout them as almost this the closest thing to being official as it can be. Because when you tune into AEW Dynamite, I promise you, when Eddie Kingston comes out, it's going to say Wrestling Observer Newsletter Best on Interviews or Promotion of the Year AEW. You're going to see that all the place. Pro Wrestling Match of the Year. You're going to see that on these guys' lower thirds. They're going to talk about this. You're going to talk about how Jon Moxley is the Wrestler of the Year when it comes to all wrestling. See, it is being brought up to be as official as possible when it's not the case. So my whole thing here, the one that really had me the most, where is it at? The one that had me the most was television show. Worst television show, obviously Raw. Impact Wrestling and SmackDown. How is 205 Live below all of these? How is 205 Live below Raw, Impact, and SmackDown? Ring of Honor, I haven't done much research on the Ring of Honor show lately because I haven't been keeping up with it as much because I know they've been more inactive, especially for 2020. Did they even carry out their show for the most? They weren't even holding shows for Ring of Honor. How is that higher than NXT? Okay, so sorry. One of them is the most disgusting promotional tactic. While yes, this is a unfortunate turn of events, because yes, 2020 obviously was a crap year, not just for wrestling, but overall everything. Most disgusting promotional tactic: WWE firing people during a pandemic, during a year where they were setting profit records. My question is, what kind of what promotional tactic is it? Is it to save money? Maybe that's what they meant by that. I don't even know why. It seems weird that this is even in the category. Does it suck? Yeah, that's really shitty for those people. That sucks horribly. No, I mean, and it's happened just not WWE. It's happened everywhere. Everywhere this is happening, and it sucks. It really does suck. But like, as a promotional tactic, that seems kind of weird, you know. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. Let's go to the other one that I really, that I think is brought out the most, questionable votes right here. Ladies and gentlemen, the best weekly TV show. Look at these votes and look at these, the 1 through 10 here. No WWE Raw, which I know a lot of people aren't big fans of Raw. It obviously won worst show, but it's worse than NXT UK. It's worse than MLW Fusion. It's worse than Ring of Honor, which, like I said, I don't even know if they were even running actual shows in 2020. At the beginning, they were the first couple months. But that's not the problem. The problem is right here with 3 and 4. With 3 and 4. Primarily 4, but with 3 and 4 and yes, 5. How? This is why I am mad. And I know a lot of people, why are you getting mad about this? You're being dumb. Because people, I already explained it. People legitimize this, whether or not, like I said, AEW is going to tout this stuff and they're going to have it on their lower thirds. It's going to be deemed as official. That's why. But SmackDown, cut out the first the second half of the year, which everybody, I think, I would assume everybody's in agreement. SmackDown has been killing it lately. SmackDown has been awesome. Roman Reigns has been amazing lately. Cut out that whole good chunk from June all the way to the end of the year. Cut out that. That's when SmackDown was its best. And you have the early part. Yes, I saw people memeing online about that's when they had the dog food angle where Roman Reigns was making Baron Corbin eating dog food. Even that, how is that not as good as AEW Dark? And don't get me wrong, I like AEW Dark, but let's be a little realistic here. It's a job show where guys come out, they job out to put people over and pad the stats. That is what it is. It's to get guys exposure, which I like job matches. When it's a full show of job matches, it gets a little lame, but I have nothing against job matches. I have nothing against giving people exposure on YouTube. I have nothing at all wrong with that. I don't have anything wrong or anything bad to say about AEW Dark, but I do have something bad to say about anybody that will vote AEW Dark over SmackDown. Over SmackDown. Even Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling is a much better show than AEW Dark. I don't know if you hate to hear that, but that's how it is. You just don't watch one or the other. I haven't watched the Ring of Honor shows in 2020 really because it wasn't happening. I'm not a big MLW fan. I don't watch New Japan, so I have no comments on those. But the ones that I do watch, I know I'm arguing against a brick wall. I know that. It's just straight biased, and it's mind-boggling how horrible and how much of a joke this has turned into. That's what it is. This one category to me is the absolute worst of the bunch. There's a lot of BS ones, but this one is the worst of the bunch to me. Being the Elite, weekly TV show. Being the Elite is I like Being the Elite, but it's a vlog. It's a fucking vlog, dude. And it got better than AEW Dark in a show that's on Fox, on the Fox network. WWE SmackDown. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. It is a joke. And the fact that this is being looked at like it's official or as close to official as any awards get is horrible. That's the bottom line of all of this is what we need is a award show or an award, professional wrestling awards that encompass all companies just like this, just like the Wrestling Observer pretends to do, but it's open to anybody. It's not, you got to pay something on a very, very strong one-sided biased website, which is the most popular. Dave Meltzer is the man out there for some reason. It's still a thing. And I know why before, but people are like getting smart on it now. People are realizing how bad it really is. And it's bad. It's really bad. I feel like it's getting worse and worse each day. But we need something that is unbiased. We need something where it actually represents what the actual voice of the people that watch wrestling want to see. Now, I'm not saying like WWE should have won every category. If you think I'm saying that, you're an idiot, because it's not that. There's plenty of categories where AEW should have bested WWE. There should be plenty of categories like that, but not a complete AEW everything, WWE AEW everything, WWE everything, up and down. It's ludicrous. It's dumb. It's absolutely stupid, is what it is. So that's I don't know. I toyed around with the ideas. I pitched it to some other people to actually get something like that going, to get like into the future, to try to get a real unbiased platform where you can vote for actual end of year awards. And yes, people are going to, of course, vote on what they like. Of course, people are going to vote for AEW Dynamite, or people are going to vote for WWE Raw or SmackDown because that's what they like, and that's fine. But because if it's open to a open platform, people can vote for what they want. That's no problem. That's one of the things that some of the people I pitched it to, a lot of people weren't high on the idea, and that's okay. So it's a very tall task, and it's not an easy accomplishment to try to do something like that. But man, something needs to be done. Whether it's me or somebody else out there, somebody needs to do something where we can get a real look at an award show, or a real end of year awards for professional wrestling that's not strictly one-sided or just a handful of people, or a committee or something like that. We need something for the actual fans to vote on, and so we don't end up with this BS. Now, if it was like that and this is how everything went out, there'd be no argument. There'd be no argument. People would be mad. Oh yeah, the WWE, AEW fans are blah 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 blah. Well, guess what? Everybody had just as equal chance to do it. And if you're gonna say that about the Wrestling Observer, that's like, if people keep politicizing everything, if that's like saying it was a Fox News poll, okay, that Donald Trump was the better president over Barack Obama. Okay, it's just that's the equivalent. I just spit on my monitor. That's how BS this is. That's the equivalent of what we're looking at. So that is all. I know it's a stupid argument. It's just something that I find very important, as I'm really into this kind of stuff as far as awards and that thing go. And I hate to see that we don't have anything for the actual fans, for the voice of the actual, community. It's all the big things are all just on one side or the other. It sucks. And that's what I hope we can change. And I hope maybe one day we can have something like that where we don't see just bullshit that divides the community even more than it does, because I like AEW, I like NXT, I like Impact, I like Ring of Honor, of course I like WWE. And it sucks for us people who like everything, because in this point in time, it's much easier. It's so much easier to be on one side or the other. Like, oh, fuck WWE or fuck AEW. It's so much easier to be one of those people than somebody that actually likes both, because it's so frustrating to see stuff like this. And I would be doing the same video if it was WWE on the all positive, AEW on all negative. Swear to God. Either way, there's no real sites out there that's like that I know of, any big sites, but it's something needs to be done. That's it. The shit's a joke. Wrestling Observer. After this, I 100% don't care about any awards that I see on Wrestling Observer from here on out, because this right here, AEW Dark over SmackDown, stuff like that, it's insane. I'm surprised WWE got third on Promotion of the Year. Why is UFC even on here? Like, this is stupid. Why is UFC even on here? And man, you guys have been sleeping on Impact Wrestling for far too long. I don't know what it's going to take, but man, they're kicking ass right now. They're really kicking ass right now. But that's it. That's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys don't hate me that much, but if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I just want to hear what you guys have to say. And give me your actual opinions on the topic, not just, hey, don't pay attention to it or something like that. Because trust me, after this, I'm not, but it is what it is, man. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next video. I hope you stick around. And if you do, hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. If you're not, you know what? Just hit the thumbs down and leave, okay? Just hit the thumbs down and leave, and we won't see you on the next video. But for everybody else, we will see you. Bye.